Descent into Darkness, a Call of Cthulhu campaign. Hello and welcome back to Deathwatch's Call of Cthulhu campaign, Descent into Darkness, Season 4. This is episode 36. We return to the encampment of an unknown person, where our investigators are about to lay waste in a righteous fury. But before we get to it, let's get an introduction.
I'm Brandon, playing Bartholomew Wentworth, and I am about to descend into darkness.
Oh, no.
As we attack these unsuspecting...
You said the title.
Evildoers.
I'm Chris. I'm playing Charles Stanton. And is it really like a righteous fury? Like a preemptive fury? I don't know about righteous one.
It is. It's right.
All actions,
if we win.
All actions I take are righteous?
I wouldn't do it otherwise.
Okay.
I mean, why would you?
And I'm John, playing Joseph Thompson, and if every action he takes is righteous, every action I take is furious. Together we are Righteous Fury.
Yeah, I like that, actually.
Now we need some intro music.
I think Glory Hammer has something that matches
That'll
that.
work.
Oh, man.
All right, so Mr. Stanton's bag of bones, so you can use it to push a roll without the downsides of pushing a roll, but the backlash is that it will widen your fumble range, and each time you use it in succession will further widen the fumble range.
I like that.
So you can use as many times as you want, but just know that we'll be looking at more frequent fumbles.
What is it?
It's
Stanton has a collection of finger bones that he wears around his neck that were his, one of his expedition parties, like it's from his men that he went out there. A witch doctor gave it to him. I want to add.
Okay, let's hear. I can't say no.
It has to be replenished.
Which part?
The finger bones in the bag.
You got are they human fingers?
Oh yeah, they're his former.
So how many do you have in the bag currently?
I think it'd probably be like a jumble of like the very tips of the fingers of the digits. I'd say probably one from each of his men, so probably about 10-ish.
Okay. That seems like...
Not his current men. The men that they were taken from are all dead.
Right. Oh, are they taken from his past compatriots? Is that how it's replenished? Okay.
Yeah, and I think that's how it would have to be replenished in the modern era, is he has to take a finger bone from one of his current soldiers or men.
That is just so Stanton.
And that could be how... like the cooldown on that fumble for you. So,
right.
Well, you ain't put a finger bone in there, so now you're
Gotta refresh it, yeah. Okay. So here we are. We were poised on the edge of this strange encampment that you guys have a suspicion might belong to a Malcolm Green, a unknown antagonist, somebody that antagonized the Lord Stourton.
Has he really an
Not
antagonist if he hasn't actually antagonized?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's all very hearsay because supposedly Lord Stourton's serving man was disappeared when he sent him in his place to a meeting because Lord Stourton had bad feelings about Malcolm Green and his search for Iran. But could be this guy here. I mean, who else would be out in this desert? So anyhow, you guys have set up. So if you look at here, let's see. Mr. Thompson, we're going to use his token as the actual location of the three of you there. So Mr. Stanton and Anwar are all in that. So when it comes to measuring, because these hexes are like 100 yards.
Yeah.
But I just have you stacked up there. That way we can apply. You guys can click on them easy. And then Matt Vey, he's actually where he is, doing Overwatch for Ray Flanagan.
Okay.
And then Ray Flanagan's token is the actual location of Marco Ramiro and Mr. Wentworth. And then I've drug out your ammo tracking up here, including the BAR, because it'll be fun to know when he's reloading. So you feel free to move them wherever you want. You guys remember how to use them. I'll leave them in your hands for tracking because it's quite a lot to fiddle with, actually. They need to probably work on these flippable tokens.
For the most part, I don't think I've ever actually got to run through a mag yet.
That I remember. Can you...
Right-click it, multi-sided dice, choose a side, and then you move the slider.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what are you guys seeing here at the beginning of, or as you're poised to strike, as you're seeing the camp at nighttime they have, as you approached, if you remember, the generators kicked on and some big lights picked up. So the whole area that the encampment in is very well lit, although you guys are still in the shadows, none of the lights really reaching you, as it seems to be cast upward or inward. And as I described last session, there were several tents in this encampment and one large canopy where there were 4 Bedouin prisoners, is what it looked like to you. Now, tonight, when you approach, you see that a table, like a folding wooden table, has been set up under that canopy, and it looks like it's been set for a meal, but you see one figure, the supposed Malcolm Green, sitting at the head of it, seeming to enjoy a nice dinner of some kind, right? Or breakfast. What time are we at? I forget.
Well,
we're waiting till night.
So dinner, yeah. Yeah, so it would be a dinner. And you can see him, a tiny figure, several hundred yards distant, sipping at some wine, it looks like, while he's got a piece of meat. And you can even make out, those of you that have eyesight or good scopes can make out like a green vegetation on his plate. So he's got a salad there. And another thing you note is that there are only 3 Bedouin prisoners now.
That's where the meat's coming from.
It's what makes it righteous. He's a cannibal on top of everything else he might have done.
If he is who we think he is, which he might not be.
Now, Stanton, after we get done with this, if we survive, he's just going to sprinkle some coke on him.
Right.
He was a crackhead, too.
Yeah. It's a drug runner.
Cocaine desert dweller.
This was obviously righteous from the very beginning.
Now, the other
Cannibalism
thing
makes me so angry.
you guys have been very disgusted with the lack of defensive measures that this person has taken and his apparent, lax manner to be in the middle of the Rub al-Khali. And that stays in place. However, tonight he does have, you count 5 sentries sort of circling the perimeter of this encampment, just like right at the perimeter, like where the lights start. And they're walking in kind of like an old, like the previous century's way of doing sentry. Sorry, it was a tongue twister.
Kind of like meat.
Yeah, they would meet and all as well, and then they would go, back on their assigned route. But it does cover, it circles the camp. These 5 kind of they have a short jaunt. And very sort of rigid, and they do have rifles sort of like propped up on their shoulders, but they're wearing those khaki, straight out of the Abercrombie and Fitch catalog shorts and expedition shirts, and they'll come right up to each other, do a little salute. Let's see, I can pop one of these on the map here.
So, unlike my men, these guys actually appear to be some sort of...
that guy looks rather joyful
military,
for being on sentry duty.
Oh, hey, yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to...
He's happy to be there.
What did I do? Did I just send him back?
Yeah.
I sent him back to the keeper.
You're too happy. Get out of here.
Yeah, I just wanted I see what I was doing. Wrong one. I just wanted to demonstrate how much of a good time these people seem to be having out here in the desert as a contrast to your horrible, miserable journey.
They have greens, fresh greens out in the desert. How are they not having a good time? I think that's the only reason why we have sentries tonight is because he's eating them salads.
Yeah. Their happiness, it disgusts me. It needs to be stamped out.
This is a flash forward.
Does it make you furious?
You got that chalkboard out that old Bo Whiteman has, and you're like, why should we kill him?
Smiles.
They smile. They're too happy. Yeah. And he's sort of off where he would actually be. I think the zone that they're all inhabiting is that one right there, where the tents and stuff appear on the map. Okay, so we have all the pieces in play here. Now, what was the opening salvo of this attack going to be? Who's taking the first shot? What are we waiting for? The moon to reach its height?
I'd say either Stanton or Matvey if we're gonna open up with the Thompson, or let Stanton kick us off.
Tracker always gives away the nature of people.
Yeah.
What? If you're such a nice guy,
Why are you so
Why did they
prepared
call
for
you-
violence?
why would they call you cultists on the turn order tracker?
I volunteer, like, everyone take your aim,
So
and then
take aim, pick a target.
I'd take the first shot. Stanton's more than willing to volunteer for that.
But it doesn't say cultist on mine. He's just blank.
So it looks like
is
the
it?
GM gave away his own
It's
hand.
not on the it's not on the turn order.
No.
Okay.
There's one other person, I don't know who it is. Maybe it's Ray Flanagan, who doesn't have a name.
Yeah,
Okay,
Ray.
Let me update that. These tokens are awful.
He's smiling too good. What type of cult is he? Is it like
It's the
the good kind.
happy yum yum cult of fantastic journeys.
Well, usually I just tell AI what I want, and then I say, like, make the smile bigger, and then I go with that one.
make it creepy?
Yeah. Well, I find that if you say creepy, they do too overly creepy, and then it becomes like a
Yeah, then it's a horror.
it's just like make
horror
it happy,
genre.
and then it becomes-
I like that you gave me my 303 for this. Yeah, good thinking, because I wouldn't waste elephant rounds on anything I believe.
And I
human.
figured you
Although
want the
they are
tactical
very
advantage of a
happy.
scope too.
Mhm.
So,
All right, so yeah, I'll give team the second team, the one that was heading more south, their chance to get in position if that's already happened.
Yeah, I
Cool.
think everybody's in position. I don't know. You guys probably have had to do that by a timed sort of thing, so you've just been waiting a few minutes to reckon that they're in the right place, and they are.
Yeah, and I'll pick one of the guards
Okay.
closest to us.
All right. So, so if you measure that out from Mr. Thompson, you're only 200 yards away. So with your scope, you're within the normal range, and you can add a bonus die for having picked your targets and been able to,
Ambush.
track them for a while,
All right,
and then you can take a shot.
hard success, 11 damage.
Give me a hit location.
Oh yeah. Dang it.
where is that thing at?
You got a left arm. You got to select your token, and it appears up at the top left.
What?
I got it.
Okay. All right, so you take him in the left arm, sort of a side profile shot. It was just the best you had, unless you were going to wait for the moment where he turns and walks back the other way. But in this case, it wasn't too difficult of a shot for you, so it penetrates his left arm and somewhere into his abdomen.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't seem to kill him outright, and he's not unconscious from the wound. And you see him, drop to the sand and start crawling back towards the tents and hollering about there at what's happening. So Marco Ramiro is next. He has a more difficult shot than you because he does not have a scope.
Just
What a loser.
push your eye further out.
So he's going at hard, but he still has a bonus, and he will also pick one of the sentries. Oh, he did
Nice.
it. These constitution rolls are just to see if they are unconscious when they're dealt a major wound like this. They have a fair amount of hit points, so they're not killing him outright. You want to roll a hit location for him, Brandon, since he's down in your group.
Right leg.
Yeah, so you see a nice meaty burst of blood there as the bullet penetrates up in his thigh, likely to be fatal if he's not treated. And he too he does that sort of halting two-step run before the muscles, so destroyed in his leg that all he does is fall to the ground and eat some dirt, but he's crawling weakly away. Brings us to Ray Flanagan. So it's hard for him, but he has bonus. What's he going to do here? How much does he want to shoot? He's got 20 rounds.
We gotta figure out a way for different spirits to give him different bonuses.
For which one?
Flanagan. Different liquor spirits.
Oh, right. Okay, automatic fire. He's just do one salvo here. Actually, maybe he'll do the burst on that BAR. I did look into it. You can burst it like the other ones, it looks like. Nah. Let's go 7. Never hits with the opening salvo. Chris, could I ask you to track his ammo for me?
Yeah, sure.
It's not too much. This is up there.
So he shot 7 rounds, or was it?
Yeah, 7 rounds, and you see him. Like he doesn't have any grouped up targets at the moment, so he just picked one of these, one of the sentries, and you see, the sand kicking up as he gets pretty close, but not close enough, and then that guy starts booking it for cover.
I wonder if I should have told him to wait until they start clumping up. Nah, well, he
does have a fair amount of ammo for it.
Yeah.
Just he'll have to reload more often with this one.
I like to think I did tell him, and he's just too drunk.
Right, he got excited.
Yeah.
Brandon, can you make an extreme listen roll for me?
Fail.
Okay.
The reason they have guards tonight is because those creatures
Yeah.
have been attacking, and so we got our backs to like
Yeah,
a
they're
small
behind
army,
us,
Okay. So that brings us to your turn, Mr. Wentworth. You're seeing some of the hits taking place here. Flanagan opens up with that BAR next to you, and you're right by him and Marco, crouched over a rock so you can lean on it. And
Yeah.
you have a bonus because you've been aiming
Okay.
at one of the sentries near you for a little while.
Yeah, I'll aim at one that hasn't been hit.
Okay.
How's that?
That sounds perfect.
Hard
Nice.
success in the right foot. I just hate these stupid locations. I just hate them.
we can do away with them if
I
you
like to think he was doing yoga.
As when he started to run, and he has a really high step when he runs, so it went through his foot into his thigh or something.
Yeah, rode it up.
Yeah,
I'm fine with the hit location. It's a running gag.
Yeah. That's
I think if you get an extreme or something, because you're getting the impale damage, you should probably basically like call your shot like how you want it to be, because you're likely to kill them. And so when you get those right foot shots for a kill shot, you're kind of like, oh. I mean, maybe it ultimately would kill him, but it's hard to imagine an outright, this guy's dead on the foot shot. But, so you've sighted in on this guy, and it just was a little bit low. And he was standing there, like he stopped in the middle of his sentry thing, and he was looking where people were being shot, and he sees that BR open up somewhere in the Rocky Hills, and he was about to run, but you just blast that foot, and
Right
he
out from under him.
stumbles down. Not an outright kill, and he stays conscious. So you hear him screaming. He like rolls on his back, grabs his calf, and he's like, ah.
Yeah, like it's one of those where like I understand why they went with like just the limbs and not going into more of the like hands and then into the digits, because like you get hit with some of that stuff, like your right foot's gone, but it's going to go up into your leg real quick depending on where you got hit and how the caliber.
All right, let's see the battle mind here. I'll have the players make a power roll.
No, Stanton's.
He gets into the bloodlust too.
We're all making a power roll?
Yeah.
Any bonuses or penalties?
No.
Failed.
Oh, what? Really?
Got it?
Does that
Best
count
one?
for raising?
No, it's got to be a critical power. So for Stanton and Mr. Wentworth, I suppose that makes, well, you're all battle acquainted anyways, but you're just looking around to sight in on your other target. But that guy underneath the canopy at the table, he stands up with his wine glass in his hand, and he doesn't like look at you guys specifically, but he's looking in that direction, looking at his encampment with apparent interest.
What a miserable pile
People
of
are being
secrets.
fired upon. This is quite interesting.
Okay, so the alert has gone up in the way of Ray Flanagan's machine gun. So you see some activity from these other tents as people, other of his expedition members or whoever they are, pour out. As I said earlier, there was about 24, give or take, that you saw in the previous day's surveillance. And so they kind of start pouring out of these tents, in their small clothes, hastily grabbed rifles and whatnot. And they come running out. So let me put those on the map for you. I think about 10 in this particular one. Remember, they're on that central location. I just have to do it this way so I'm not stacking them on top of each other.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Matt Vey is holding his shot. He's just keeping an eye on Flanagan or things that might be around Flanagan. Get some more cultists. They're just regular guys. Why am I calling them cultists?
Yeah, kind of judgmental of you, man. And like these two guys look so happy.
The other ones are like,
well, they're got hoods on or something.
Yeah. All right, so Anwar will take his shot.
I mean, if we're going by the disposition of someone being a cult member, I mean, let's look at Joseph Thompson.
He's the most likely cult member.
Yeah.
All right, Anwar got a hit there with his bonus die for the aim for 12 damage.
Nice.
You want to do a hit location on him, Chris?
Right foot.
Impossible. How can it be? Yeah, so it's sort of a repeat of what happened with Mr. Wentworth. Shoots him down low.
As they're probably running out of the tents, there's probably a jumble of...
Yeah, and then this guy passes out from, he takes a look at his ruined foot, the bloody end of a boot or something, or a big hole in it, and he passes out from looking at it. Yeah, it brings us to Mr. Thompson. Remember, you have a bonus die for aiming.
Fire it up.
We still have some sentries that are...
Yeah, and a bunch of people rushing out of tents.
Yeah.
I think one sentry is unmolested.
As I will molest him. His role is, what would you say, power, maybe? To not break down crying?
Oh. You haven't even shot him yet.
Oh.
Malfunction.
But he has the bonus, yeah.
70.
So 79 versus 70. Still a miss. Do you want to use some luck?
As just maybe a jam or something if I push it?
You can't push the combat rolls. What occurred was your bonus die came in, and so you didn't actually get a malfunction or anything like that, but it's still a failure. You can only use luck in your combat roll.
Now I'll hang on to the luck for the moment.
Okay. All right, brings us into the second combat round. So at this stage, I'll get a hard listen from you, Mr. Wentworth.
It's getting closer.
Fail.
Okay. See if some of your other guys, I won't bother with Flanagan, but we can see if Marco...
He's blind drunk, not deaf.
He's machine gun deaf. Maybe we'll have to give Flanagan a shot. Marco doesn't have a listen.
Oh, no.
Or he just has it at the base. What the heck?
I really wonder how you're supposed to, train your listen.
Oh.
Oh. I mean, just today, I was out there smoking early in the morning, and I'm pretty sure I was hearing, a chongla being unsheathed from a couple blocks down, a small domestic going on. And it's like, how long did I train to be able to hear something a couple blocks down the way?
So he is actually impaired in his hearing from being next to Flanagan. All right, so the last remaining sentry shoulders his rifle, the one that hasn't been molested, and he will pick a target, fire towards the BAR. It's the most obvious one, but he has penalty on that since you guys are well entrenched.
It doesn't matter. I guess it did this time. Maybe.
So yeah, it's pretty much just a wild shot. You don't even hear the bullet whiz by you guys up there by Flanagan. Back to you, Mr. Stanton.
All right. Yeah.
So you have many more targets that have poured out of these tents.
I almost want to go for that guy that stood up, maybe in hopes of winging him, dropping him down.
Yeah, go for it.
All right. Any?
You don't have the bonus this time. It's just at the normal.
Okay.
Unless your exhaustion factors in, but I think
I'm fine on combat. I think we're mostly rested. I think, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
the rare miss.
I'll spend 3.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll again to get damage?
No, we can use that damage.
Oh, okay. I didn't see it. Sorry. But yeah, so I was hoping to just hit him in the leg for once.
Right.
Well, let's see where you did hit him.
Right arm.
Head. Right.
Is that the arm holding the glass? Does his glass just pop?
It would be. Well, that is what you expect to happen. You know your shot's good, but it doesn't seem to connect. You don't even see where it goes. You're certain that your shot was good.
Okay.
But once it entered that canopy area, you're just like, he just stood there. And your eyesight isn't so good, so you can't see any reaction to it. He doesn't seem to react except to take another sip from his wine glass. I will refund you that 3 luck, though.
No.
Because it was destined to be that way.
I'll take
prepared to be that way. All right, Marco Romero's going to aim on another target. Doesn't have that scope. Got to make good on it.
Stanton's scowl will slowly shift over to Thompson and Wentworth in the dark.
All right, and then Flanagan's going to try to suppress this group, Group D, that came out of one of the tents in their pajamas, with rifles ready, as they're running out on all barefoot. Some of them trying to get their boots on to the various objects around the camp that they can get cover behind. But he's just going to put a bunch of lead down there, so we'll do another 7 rounds.
All right.
We'll see how he does.
Dugga.
But it'll be at double penalty because they're all going to basically try to dive for cover. Well, actually, we'll just do the single and we'll see if any of them get lucky. No. So don't need to... Can't fumble it. Okay. Yeah, so they just, they hear the BAR kick up. The first few shots don't hit them, but they just, scatter and hit the deck or get behind whatever's near. Because there's barrels stored here and there. Or there was these things that had tarps over them that they rush behind. But they effectively take that group out of the combat turn because they spent it preemptively to hit the deck. All right, Mr. Wentworth.
Okay, so is there any target that I can see for which I would not get a penalty?
Yeah,
anybody still standing up, or
all of the cultists right now are kind of rushing, assessing the situation when they come out. Now they have a clear, the
normal people,
the good people. So they're all just moving, but they're not really moving fast enough to put a penalty on it. So it's just at the normal level.
All right, so I'll pick one of those and fire.
Now cultist A exists.
Miss.
Okay. So the figure that was looking out, drinking from his wine glass, goes back to sit in his chair, and he very politely, with perfect table manners, starts sawing at that piece of meat with knife and fork. Okay, so by this stage, groups of these people, a part of his expedition, they've entrenched themselves into cover. Not all of them yet, but several of them have found good enough cover. Some of it will just act as armor. It won't actually impact the shot because it's too flimsy. But just so you know, when you're picking targets, Matt Vey holds his shot for now, and then the rest of these people get into battle positions. And an assessment in your part, you can tell that they're still not these aren't soldiers,
Yeah.
Or not very well trained soldiers. So let's see. Anwar will take aim at one of them this turn, which brings us to you, Mr. Thompson.
Can I warn him, or do you should I wait for my next turn?
Which one?
Thompson. I was tell him that I should have, I should have hit that.
Oh, there's something.
Yeah.
Yeah, stop. Yeah, you can if you want.
Yeah, so Stanton will kind of probably shout, given how we're all firing off fairly large calibers here, and he'll be like, that fancy man in the tent, I should have hit him, had him dead bang.
I'll nod towards him and towards Mr. Stanton, and then I'm gonna go after that sentry that I missed last time. I should have hit him too.
Something's weird here.
It's all weird.
All right, yeah, go for it. You just at the normal level, no bonus this time.
Success for 14 damage.
Nice.
Yeah, 14 is a kill shot on this guy.
Blows
So,
his leg off.
Yeah.
Got the legs, artery.
Yeah.
Stanton had known that there'd be cultists here. He would have brought the elephant rifle. Because cultists almost always got something funny in them.
Yeah.
All right, that brings us into the third combat round. So now, Brandon, you can make or Mr. Wentworth can make a regular listen roll.
Still fail.
No.
Don't worry, I'll back you up here. I'll give Flanagan Marco's all messed up, but we'll see what happens. Okay, Marco, let's go hard.
Oh, jeez, Marco.
His ears fall off.
Poor guy.
And let's, I guess,
Dude,
try with
I'm
Ray.
very worried about as many fumbles getting tossed around.
Yeah.
All right, you want to let that stand, Brandon, or do you want to do a push or use some luck?
Yeah, I'm not going to use that much luck. I can push it, though. What will be those consequences?
Well, you're trying to hear something that you're unaware of, so it puts you in an even more disadvantageous situation than you were going to be.
Depending on what that cults are doing down there, he might hear something that he's unaware of and wish to remain unaware of.
Yeah.
There are some sounds that are not meant to be heard.
No, I'll just leave it alone.
Okay. All right, so you watch most of those wounded sentries that are still alive. You know, they're slowly making their way to places to hide behind. You see one, succumb to his wound in the middle of crawling. He just stops there. But the other two either make it behind something, or you see one get pulled behind something by a healthier member of his expedition crew, which brings us back down to you, Mr. Stanton.
All right. Yeah. If we got weird people showing up, what are the cultists? They're armed. The people that you have labeled cultists, I would never do that.
No, right. Yeah, so they don't look like cult. They're not wearing robes like those guys. Those guys would never get anywhere. Everybody'd know they were cultists.
Yeah.
Most of these people, besides the sentries, were in a state of undress, like
Okay.
sleeping. So
They left their robes in their tent.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just start shooting into
Okay.
them.
Now all of them do have cover by this point.
penalty?
So one penalty on a normal difficulty. Oh, critical.
One peeks his
Very
head
nice.
up. I'm just. Can I do that with that? That's a critical,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
He just poked his head up.
Nice.
28 damage.
Let's do something more than that if you're amenable to it. Let's do like an action movie type thing. So part of what you saw sitting out were barrels, you think, and you can see in your scope when you're picking targets that these are labeled to caution. You know, these are flammable barrels that they're behind. So if you like it, if you just want a nice clean kill shot, but if you like it, you can explode one of these barrels and possibly do more damage. Of course, that could create a fire and be a problem later. So it's in your purview.
What's the desert going to burn down? Who cares?
Well,
The stuff they might have there.
Yeah,
That,
I know.
yeah, I'm fine with it. Just
Being American.
a nice clean headshot.
yeah.
Yeah, so you see like one quarter near the top of his head just cave in as everything underneath it is blown out the back, and the guy drops behind his cover, never to be seen again. Good shot.
Thank you. It was completely random.
Yes. Okay, I'll do Marco. He's got a bonus now for aiming for a turn.
7 more.
Okay. Or no, this isn't the machine gun quite
sorry,
yet, but it
Marcus.
probably will be the remaining 6.
Okay.
All right, hard, 1 bonus. Ooh, we got a hit for
Nice.
16.
Mhm. Nice.
Do it on this group down here.
Mm.
Amazing. Okay, Flanagan's going to pick, he's going to keep these guys. The range is difficult for him without having the belt of the Vickers to rely on to just keep dumping ammo downrange. So he's going to keep that whole group down there, just sort of pinned down for now.
All right.
Although he's assessing the battlefield and seeing the movement. So if somebody starts pushing in your direction, he might change it. All right, so Ray Flanagan opens up on that group near him, keeping them down. You know, they're just ducking their heads. They don't even peek up. But on the off chance that he hits something, we will roll it out. Nope. All right, Mr. Wentworth, you're picking your next target, and in your peripheral, you see Ray Flanagan there. You know, he's got it's set on a rock, and the little, it's just laying on a rock, right? And then beyond him is Marco Ramiro, who's normally his spotter, but right now, you know, he's picking his own targets. And suddenly, Marco is reacting to somebody that came out of the darkness, and you see that sandy-colored Bedouin look, but like grabs a hold of him, and then they're locked in a struggle there.
Okay. How far away from me?
It's like point blank with your rifle. It's not quite your turn yet. You'll have to wait for them for this to resolve itself. But, you know, it looks like it's just trying to grab a hold of him, maybe get the gun out of his hands or drag him to the ground, this creature. Now, you know, you don't have to worry about sand loss now since you got it out of the way.
Right.
You took the max loss. But you know exactly what it is, and it's got its hood up so you can't really see its features. But you see a moment in the altercation where, you know, Marco's returning the struggle, but he like looks into the hood and his eyes go wide. He sees that, you know, not human face with those big, like black obsidian eyes. Or I think I said it had sort of like like a sill-like quality and how big they were. All right, so let's see how that thing does.
Do not perceive them and enter a different plane of reality where they don't exist.
Marco's the better fighter, actually. So for Marco's part, he's just trying to push him, like he's trying to kick him away, keep the gun in his hands. That's his goal. But he succeeds in his. So he plants a boot into this thing's chest and kicks it back, and it goes, you know, scrambling back. Now you hear the scrape of boots on the rocky earth behind you, and you turn to see one of these things rushing at you as well.
Okay.
Trying to do the same thing it was doing to Marco.
Mm-hmm.
So, like as you turn around, its hands are reaching for its rifle, and the other hand is like just trying to grab a hold of you. It's trying to wrest that weapon from your hands.
Okay.
One sec here. What's your build for your character?
0. At least that's what my character sheet says.
One sec here.
You wouldn't have happened to be a lion to him, would you?
Constitution, strength are all 60.
Do you remember? It's been a while since I did that. Does that act as a bonus in your fighting maneuvers or a penalty? Because we most recently did it in yours, I think.
It's usually a bonus, but it can be a penalty depending on the maneuver you're trying to do.
We'll do that. So, but you guys are even, so it doesn't matter. But just for future. Okay, let's see how this guy does. Got a hard success. Brandon, you can do your own fighting maneuver in return, or you can fight back to deal damage, or simply dodge. Now remember, you have to achieve an extreme success in this case to overcome what this creature's done, unless you dodge, in which case it's only a hard success you need.
Well, so this will be like what? Brawl?
Yeah.
So that's my best. Okay. So I'll try that. Failure.
Okay, so for this thing's intended goal, and you're like looking right in the hood, you see these alien-like features that make fear come through you, and you're trying to batter that down with anger at the assault,
Yeah.
and get back. But he does get a hold of your gun enough not to pry it from your hands, but to keep it out of the equation unless you grasp it back fully. So for your next action here, you can't bring it to bear on him.
Okay.
You should open your mouth and show him that it's like a lamprey and cause him sand loss.
And it is your turn now, though. So you're locked in physical combat with this guy.
So would I be able to just let go and pull my
Like step back.
peacemaker?
I like that. That's a good Indiana Jones move right there. Just let him have the rifle and then
Yeah, and pull my peacemaker.
blast him in the head. Yes, you could.
Very American.
So what do I got to do that?
Nothing. You just let go of the rifle. There will be a penalty because you're drawing and firing.
Yeah.
But the range makes it nothing, so it comes in at the normal level.
All right, so we'll do that. Let me go to my success.
For 3.
This is a single action army, Travis. This is America and God's
He
gun.
just rolled the lowest possible.
Yeah,
is all.
pretty much.
The lowest possible should just
Literally.
be a string of 9s.
Yeah.
Right. 9999. All right, so you see the do your hit location, I suppose, because it does hit him.
Abdomen.
Yeah, but you'll hear a ricochet, basically, right?
Yeah.
And this thing seems unfazed at this stage. All right, so Matt Vey, he's been doing Overwatch here, and he's going to go ahead and try to help you out in this situation, but he's being a little risky. It doesn't give him a penalty, but if he fumbles, it's going to hit you. So
Acting like a player. Or
Right.
It's like, oh, no, I'm not going to aim at Brandon. I'm going to aim next to him.
So let's see if
Wait,
he's
he's been
worth
fumbling too.
Yeah, right. There's already been 2 fumbles.
All right, but he's got the best he can have, and he does have a bonus for aiming. So there we go.
Nice.
Want to do a hit location for him, Brandon, or whoever's quickest on the draw?
Abdomen.
All right, so you hear or you see the impact, and then the report from Matt Vey, who you know was off to the north of you from his rifle, and right where you shot, and your bullet seemingly ricocheted off this creature. This one doesn't do that. It caves in a bit of the abdomen.
Shooting rocks near people, which essentially these creatures are, might not. It's a good thing this is a game.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a little risky, but these are split-second decisions, as
Yeah.
well.
And Matt Vey doesn't know that they're creatures made of glass that
They just
turns
look
into
like
razors when it's shattered.
Bedouin.
Yeah.
All right, and whatever wound this thing took, you see this black ichor start leaking out, and what you saw crystallized into an obsidian-like material when you looked at the dead one, and it crumbles to the ground.
Okay.
All right.
These guys are actually just trying to save us from whatever's in the tent.
Probably.
Yeah.
Well, they should tell us that.
Yeah, I know. Use your words.
Use your words.
Or get shot.
Start grabbing people's guns.
Okay. So
Freaking.
we're gonna do a group fire on some of these nice expedition folk. This is coming in your direction. This group came out of their tent, Mr. Thompson and Mr. Stanton, and they're firing up into the hills. I mean, they have only little points of light to pick as targets, but
Yeah, I'll
we'll see how they do.
looks like you're up, Mr. Thompson, and hold them out in front.
You guys do have the option before I rolled this to spend your next action by fully getting into cover, but you have to make it now.
Yeah.
What are they firing?
Rifles, they're Lee Enfields actually.
No, I'm all right.
Why are they shooting guns like I'm shooting them? Yeah, I'll get down.
Okay.
I can't risk it.
Mr. Thompson?
So I will trust in my
Sathagua.
witchcraft.
Okay.
Sathagua has blessed me.
They
And
do have
you
a-
with cheap insurance and
Yeah.
vacuum cleaners.
Yeah, you hear them whizzing by, but none of you are in threat for that group. Let's check on the other one. This one will be up at the machine gun crowd, who you can't really react in that way. You're not really seeing it coming.
Yeah.
For Marco but Flanagan can, sort of. He's also aware that you're locked in mortal struggle, but we'll see what happens.
Well, plus he's got to reload, doesn't he?
Yeah. Ooh, close. Anybody want to use some luck to have those people hit you?
Oh, no, I don't.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
It's only fair.
What do we get if we...
I don't know. I'll have to think about that. All right, this group that he's got pinned down, they stay pinned down. They can't act this time, so there's one more that will take...
So I took cover and I can't act against the cultists. Could I act against something else?
Well, it's basically you're just giving up your turn to
Okay.
have like a perfect defense in a way.
Hey, you miss
It
all
was
the
a nice-
shots
it
you
was
don't
a-
take.
Yes, that's true. That is true. Okay, there's one more group that's going to try to fire off, but they fumble. So they move themselves, like they're because they can't see anything. They move out of the cover a few of them do out of the cover that they had to try to get a shot, and on top of that, they miss. So Anwar, I think we'll have to take aim this round. So that brings us to you, Mr. Thompson.
All right. I'll take a shot at one of the ones that was shooting at us.
Yeah, you could. There's also some that popped out of their cover relative to you.
Oh, did they?
You would drop that penalty on, yeah.
Yeah, then I'll hit one of them, or shoot at one of them at least.
Yeah, go for it. Just should be at the normal.
Hard success for 12 damage.
Give me a hit location.
Left arm. Come on, show me. Oh,
Chest.
Nice. Yeah, so it kills the guy. He was out there just wearing his pants, his khaki shorts, and you just see his chest cave in, falls down, dead. Brings us on to combat round 4. So beyond the one, out of the darkness comes another of these sand dwellers. But it doesn't seem to be going to you. It goes down to its fallen comrade, and it grabs its hand, and you see the clothes that it's were wearing, they drop flat, like the thing that was holding them up is gone. And then that one in front of you bursts out of its clothes as it's suddenly like double the size it was.
Oh, no. I'm against it.
But that's its action.
And I'll scream to Flanagan, hurry up and reload. We're going to need it.
And out of the corner of your eye, you can see another regular-sized one join in the battle with Marco. So let's see how that one does.
we might end up in the tunnel dynamiting it to protect us from whatever this.
Well, it goes to Marco, so he's fending them off basically. Now he's like swinging his rifle, like keeping them at bay. But he kicked them both away like a, what do you call it? Who was the one that kicked first-person shooter? Why can't it? Duke Nukem
Duke
kick.
Nukem.
Yeah, he's just kicking him in the chest. All right, this one's the last guy from this group goes unconscious and dies, so we can kind of take that off there. Which brings us to you, Mr. Stanton.
Can I aim but not shoot?
Oh, as an action? I think it takes your action.
Okay.
So this is the one where you're just sitting down behind
the
full
rock
cover, yeah. So I
All
guess we'll move it on to Marco.
Did I notice Wentworth's problems?
No.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, can't do nothing for you. All right, so Marco's going to try to shoot one of them. He kept them both at bay. I will say that this is the rare case where it's close enough that they can react to try to grab it from him, like the rifle. But we'll see how his shot goes. So a regular with a bonus.
So was it they're essentially brawling
Yeah,
the firearm? Okay. Nice.
but he does seem to do for one of them anyways. Just see an explosion and the hood fly back on it and the corpse drops down. But the other one will take a grab at him.
Other one should grapple its fallen brother.
Right.
Get that size
that
increase
boost up.
going. Yeah.
No, Marco's but he just
Dude, Marco's a true hero over there.
This guy's
He's got to put up with Flanagan all the time, so
he's learned how to defend himself against a drunk Irishman. This is a
bunch of
Sunday.
crazy sand dwellers mean nothing to him.
All right, Ray reloads his weapon there.
How much is it? 30?
20.
20? What was it? Six a line? So 18, 19, 20.
All right. So that brings us to you, Mr. Wentworth. You've seen this sand dweller suddenly double in size in front of you, which, factors differently to their ability to manipulate you physically. But what do you want to do?
Does that raise its build?
Yeah, I'm putting it in right now, I'll tell you. For some reason, I have the auto calculation off.
There's some of that stuff that's
Doesn't do it right in certain cases.
yeah, it's only on like the first time the character sheet's loaded up.
Yeah, so in this case, its build it would be a 3 versus your 0. So you would get like the max penalties, or it would get the max bonuses. I know it only comes in on one side or the other. It's escaping me which, but I think we'll do.
Is it like Shadowrun where they kind of choose it? The attacker chooses it.
I don't think so. I think
You
it's
don't think so?
only on one side, and
Well-
its damage bonus goes up too. So it's like a 2d6 it adds to its unarmed attack.
Yeah, this thing has been fighting Marco?
No, this is the one that was right in front of you.
Okay.
The one that Matvey shot and it was seemingly killed.
Yeah.
Or it grabbed its hand and
Yeah.
it seemed like the sand flowed out of
Okay.
the clothes that creature was wearing into this one.
Well, so if I fire it with my peacemaker, I'd get a bonus for point blank range.
You get double because it's so big now too.
And then for its size.
Yeah.
So 2 bonus. And then what happens when you fire more than one? Because I can do 1, 2, or 3.
Yeah, so you add a penalty to every shot that you fire.
All right. So if I do 2 shots, then the first one would have 1 bonus, and the second would have no bonus.
All of them would have
All
the
of them
same.
would have 2.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll just do the 1 shot then.
So you basically have 1 shot with 2 bonus or 3 shots with 1 bonus. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might as well go with 3 shots.
Yeah. Let me do that one then.
And then after you're done firing off that cylinder, you can basically use it as a club because
What takes you down to 2 rounds left in it?
Yeah.
nice.
So two hits.
Gave it a nice fan.
Yeah.
Okay. Which one was that? Let's put him out here. It's a fair few more hit points now, too. No. Oh, yeah, this was the one. So.
Wait a minute. A, C,
Where
there's
are they?
B.
Well, we know one of them got changed into C there, so.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know from your shot that ricocheted off of them that they have some sort of armor.
Yeah.
So it does reduce those a little bit. So let's see. And then what was your other one? 7?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, these shots are definitely penetrating, and it does react to these wounds. You see that black blood start bleeding out, you know. It crystallizes very quickly once it's out of the body, you know. But yeah, it's definitely still a threat.
Yeah. Can I move?
Yeah.
Can I back away?
Yeah, you can move up to 8 times your movement rate,
Yeah.
or 5 times your movement rate in yards if you want to.
Yeah.
But isn't there...
I mean, there's probably like cliffs and rocky ground or whatever.
Yeah, I'd say you can do your base move without worrying too much about, so you can move 8 yards.
Yeah. Let's
Away.
do that. Yeah.
Isn't Call of Cthulhu's kind of weird on it, though, ain't it? Where it's like you'd be essentially just disengaging from melee.
Yeah, well, if he was bound up in the fighting engagement with it, which he wasn't at this point, because the one he was got killed. This thing was just getting big before him. So you're able to move those 7 yards off.
Okay.
So there's some more fire coming your way, Mr. Stanton, but you don't have to worry about it. You still enjoy the cover. Let's see how these guys do. Get closer, but they're just not able to find you in the dark up there where the hill is. Matvey, yeah, he'll take the shot. No bonus, but he'll see if he can. Oh, wait, he does. That's a big target. Mm-hmm. That's right.
He can't resist it.
So this is targeting in on the guy that you are fighting, Brandon. Ooh, extreme.
Extreme.
Yeah, so you just see the bullet enter from the side and a big old spray of black blood come out the other. But if this thing takes wounds the way you do, it definitely reacts to it as though it's painful, but you don't know if this is some sort of critical shot or not.
Right.
Basically, game terms, you have to deal half or more of their total hit points for it to act as a wound. So in this case, it's just close, but not quite, you know. And so D, okay, one more group coming up in the hills of Flanagan there. No. And Anwar take an aimed shot at one of the guys out of cover. Do his bonus. No luck. All right, Mr. Thompson.
All right, do we still have some out of cover?
Yes.
As I will shoot at one of them. I'll spend the 1 luck. So 15 damage. Oh, left eye, headshot.
Nice. Yeah, so you could see the confusion on this guy's face. He was trying to figure out where to shoot at, where to go to get away from Ray Flanagan's fire. But, you know, he was kind of moving this way and then that way. Complete state of confusion. But then you liberate him of any need to make a decision by shooting him through the left eye.
And then I'll duck down and reload for next turn.
Okay. Which brings us to combat round 5. And at the start of this round, you guys hear or feel like a tremor. And you see at the northern edge of this camp, just on the ring of the light, the earth bursts open and something comes out of the earth. Something quite large. Something that looks a bit like this.
Dear God, it's my wife.
You've never heard tell of a creature like this, but it'll give you sort of a comparison to
Why is it smiling?
what the average investigator would be.
Mm.
And the man in the center, stands up and gives a toast in that direction. And only the upper part of this has burst out of the earth for now, but it looks like it's coming out and it's going to crawl along. It's just a huge, rocky-looking worm or snake-like thing that you've never, like I say, you've never heard of anything like that. But anybody that can see it, this strains your sanity a little bit.
It's a graboid.
Yeah, I'll give you, Mr. Wentworth and Marco, a pass on it for now, because you're otherwise preoccupied. Stanton, you can do it now, or you can do it when you get up to take your next shot. Because assuming you're just sitting there looking, because you were in cover that last round.
We'll get it out of the way.
Okay.
Hard success. I've seen all manner of creatures and creepy crawlies.
Well, it probably excites you knowing. Okay.
I almost said I was going to bring my elephant gun, have it on my back.
Yeah.
But now I'm just disappointed because it's already...
Let's try Matt A. Oh, he made it. Let's take a look at Ray. And Mr. Thompson, you need to do it as well.
When I pop back
Sanity
up after
roll.
reloading?
Sure.
Or do I see it
If you wanna-
now?
Well, either way, it's going to happen before you, say, take another action, I would expect.
Nope.
Sandworm? Or is that good enough for you?
Yeah, you can call it that. You guys have to kind of come up with code names for him. So let's see here.
Don't forget to put it in your encounters with strange entities, Jono, and put a 1 next to it for future encounters.
Okay, so for those of you that succeeded, which is Ray Flanagan and Matt Vey and Mr.
Can you
Stanton.
use luck on these?
Can you use luck on sanity? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I
Or
think anything
push?
about sanity loss, you can't use luck on.
I think you can, what is it? Well,
Let me look
could
it
he
up real
attempt
quick.
to, dumb man it away?
Oh yeah, before you go into a bout of madness,
Okay.
you can, if you fail an intelligence roll, you basically just aren't smart enough for it to rock your world that much. You're like, well, I never heard of him, but that doesn't mean anything necessarily.
All right. So, ones that succeeded?
Yeah, D3 sand loss.
Okay. Oh, max. No, 0. There we go.
Okay.
And what is it? Is it a fifth, or is it the percentage for what you got to worry about sanity-wise?
Yeah, so if you lose 1/5 in a single day, then you enter indefinite insanity,
Okay.
which is not the same as where you have this thing going on. You're just always prone to delusions, and anytime you lose a point from that, you have a bout of madness.
Yeah.
Okay. And then for the rest of you failures, that's a 1d20 sand loss,
Do you want me to just roll mine now?
if you want to.
Let's get it out of the way. It's 1d3.
Yeah. Who else? Oh, Anwar failed. Institutionalized, wrong one.
Well, he could think he's institutionalized.
Yeah.
If it was Anwar, he could hear or have heard stories about the crazy... Oh, man, what do they call us? Well, it's not pagans. Why can't I suddenly remember?
Infidels.
Infidels. Yeah, the crazy infidels will just lock you up in rooms padded and...
All right. So Mr. Thompson and Anwar have a bout of madness here. You can roll that intelligence, Mr. Thompson. We'll see if you can avoid it on account of being uneducated. Oh, you did. Well done. So did Anwar. Anwar's more educated than you, Mr. Thompson. Go back to school. He lives out in the desert.
I didn't realize you guys had worms this big.
All right, so yeah, you guys, it is definitely horrifying, and you've never even considered the possibility of such an occurrence, but here it is before you, and there's nothing to do for it but to shoot it, run away. That's up to you.
I look so forward. I hope Thompson survives long enough for that dam he's building to break.
Right.
It's gonna be so fun.
I think with that one, actually, you do lose some more sanity. Let's see, Mr. Thompson, because you can no longer deny the mythos.
Oh shit! Yeah,
It's on a failed sanity roll. So it's a further 5 points you lose on your sanity, 4 points, as everything you've read in the Liber Ivanus must surely be true.
it's all real.
So how much did you lose there? Total of 10 points.
11.
11. And so you were at 41.
Yeah, 14 was my indefinite insanity, I believe.
Yeah. So getting close. Just don't look at a sand dweller for the rest of the battle.
I hunt by sound alone.
And speaking of the sand dwellers, they continue to accost Marco in the struggle. Or no, that's C. That's the one facing off you. So it's going to start chasing you. Are you going to run away from it? Because we can make it like a chase so it doesn't immediately catch up to you. Yeah.
I think I have to. I can't.
Right.
It's too big.
Yes. So do a constitution roll.
Is the running away the action in this, or can he return fire?
Well, he can use his actions to shoot back.
Okay. Yeah, I was just
while it's
asking
going.
if the running away was the...
Depends on how many actions he gets. What's your move?
8.
So you get 2 actions on your turn to run away. This guy gets 1. So you start scrabbling down towards the encampment or in that general direction.
Yeah.
And it's coming after you. It's closing the gap for now, but it doesn't quite catch up to you.
Okay.
170 constitution. Don't get caught by him, man. It's kind of a big deal.
All right, Stanton. The thrill is in your body now. There's a big beastie out there, one that you have not yet killed and mounted.
I do want to say I'll be screaming the whole time.
Right.
At the top of my lungs. Just so everybody else can see what my
Well, you can give me
problem
a spot hidden or a combined roll, Mr. Stanton. Won't take your action, but just to notice
listen?
it.
Okay.
Yeah. Just for it to draw your attention.
Any penalties?
No.
I know it is.
Yeah, so you hear what sounds like Mr. Wentworth hollering.
Jumping
And,
Jehoshaphat.
when you look in that direction, these are shadowy, kind of. I mean, you see the light reflected off them a little bit, but they're shadowy figures.
Are you saying another sand roll?
It's huge. Yeah, let's get it out of the way. There's a giant seemingly pursuing Mr. Wentworth.
Fail.
Okay, so it's a D6 loss for these things.
Oops. Okay, 1.
Oh man, how does he do it?
Mm-hmm.
But you have your action. So right now, from where you guys are, it's occurring, right there, about 264 yards away.
So it would be...
The hard level.
Yeah. Where's the worm?
The worm. Let me put it on the map for you.
So because they're in a chase, is it safe to shoot at?
Yeah, they're not close enough to worry. I mean, there's the outside chance just because it is a crossfire, but it's not guaranteed that your fumble would hit Mr. Wentworth.
Okay, it becomes more randomized.
Yeah.
Okay, I see him. All right, so yeah, Stanton will grit his teeth and, damn it all, we got, what was it? Big games finally showed up and you're getting chased.
Well, it does answer a tactical question in your mind. You had encountered one of these things, according to Mr. Wentworth, and you didn't know if they were in league with this Malcolm Green or not, but it appears that they are, which does change the initiative a little bit in this engagement, is a thought that's in the back of your head.
Might be time to do a mini retreat or, All right, so no penalties. It's at a hard level, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll try.
Well, you have a bonus, actually, because of the size of the thing.
Oh, okay. Hard success, 10 damage.
Well done. Okay, so as you're glancing over your shoulder, Mr. Wentworth, you see that all these shots it's taken, it's doing enough that it's seemingly compromising it. It stumbles a little bit in its flight after you, but it's still coming. Barely. All right, Marco's going to try to shoot one of these guys.
I'm worried. We
Still got dynamite.
always have dynamite.
We'll just go through this combat round and call it a day. So if you guys can hang on for a few more minutes.
All right.
Yeah, he does. Connects. Not enough to kill the thing. Meanwhile, it reaches again for him.
Come on, Marco.
Oh, it fumbles. It slips, face plants before him, and he takes a few steps back and starts to aim at him.
I'm rolling my rifle skill today.
Yeah.
I think Roll20 wants to give it to me.
All right, Flanagan has reloaded his machine gun. He's quite surprised at this thing. Let's see how he reacts to this. Because you guys basically run in front of him, not really his field of fire, but down below. And so he's seeing this giant pursuing you for the first time.
Yeah, that was my plan. Is I was just going to run in circles.
Kite him around.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Now he's quite taken aback here. We'll see how badly.
A giant. I'm not prepared to.
Only one. They're in his old stories.
St. Peter chased them all out.
This is where they went. Yeah.
They were rattling all over the bogs. But yeah, he trains. He didn't lose magic, Ray. He lost sanity. He puts that bar on the big giant. We'll see how he does. This is at normal range for him.
Dugga.
There is a chance
That's fine.
that he could gun you down.
Nonsense.
That's a chance that Flanagan's willing to take.
I can take it.
But he's going to go 2 full bursts into this thing. He's not taking any chances.
That's what I love about Flanagan. A Band-Aid off.
So that's 14 rounds. Mr. Stanton, please.
Oh, crap. I just deleted it. Sorry. Can you pop it back up?
He's
Oh,
got
that's
6
all
more.
Give me I'll have to do it in the in-between stage here.
Okay.
I think that was after a reload, so we know
Yeah.
he's got 6.
Yeah.
Okay, so regular. All right, he's got a bonus.
Come on, Flanagan. Light him up.
There
Nice.
we go.
Oh, yeah. Impale.
It's an impale, so 7 rounds, or 64 damage.
Nice. Yeah. It's all according to my plan.
The next volley, so I unselected him. Normal. For another 18. So yeah, you Ray Flanagan's dead eye with the bar. There's no wasting time with watching where the bullets hit.
Yeah.
You know, it's just all into it, and the compositional integrity of this thing comes apart, and it just bursts, and you see the fragments of clothes that were remaining on it from when it grew in size just flutter to the ground,
Yeah.
and it's dead as far as you can tell.
Damn straight.
Now he needs to do that to the cultist, Flanagan.
Right.
Okay.
This brings us to your turn, Mr. Wentworth.
Now back to the. Okay, so how far away am I? Oh, so
You made it about.
so Marco executed the one.
Yeah,
'Cause it fumbled?
He's got one that he's still tussling with.
Yeah.
He's preparing to execute it.
Okay.
So as far as you know, there's just the one up there.
I'll head back up to where my rifle was by way of Marco.
Okay.
And if I get close enough, then I'll
Yeah, you can act as you're passing.
I'll shoot at it.
Okay.
Since it's down, right?
Yeah, go ahead. You're not running, so there's no penalty on that. You just can get up within the point blank range and add a bonus to it.
Nice.
Okay, 7 damage there.
That is enough that when you shoot it in the back, it stops moving. It doesn't disintegrate or anything. It looks like the dead one you saw, days previous
Yeah.
out in the desert.
Which means another one can come along and touch it.
Well done, Marco. Well done. Well done, Flanagan. I owe you some whiskey.
He doesn't even acknowledge, like he's on to new targets, basically.
Yeah, back to the fight, boys.
Okay,
So yeah, I'll go get my rifle.
got some group fires to check on here. You have the option to get down, but they are taking wild shots, Mr. Stanton, if you want to again.
Dude, after seeing the Flanagan rolls, but you got the fumbles too, man. I'm going to risk it.
Okay. It is
Here it comes. Oh,
pretty difficult.
which makes it deadly when it hits.
Right. on some of my testing, they killed like Anwar straight out and chewed through a bunch of Thompson's armor. Poor Anwar. Another
Nice.
fumble. So yeah, I'll stick with that penalty as basically they think that they're driving some assault forward as the machine gun fire hasn't come their way, so they're moving out of cover, sort of a walk.
We're on the back foot.
Yeah, right. They have a misread of the tactical situation.
Excellent.
Matvey takes aim.
That's well done, yeah.
Okay, we're not done with the group fires yet. This one's got 4 in it. You guys have whittled them down. 1 more. 3 in this group. No luck. So Anwar took aim last time. He's going to take a shot at one of these exposed fellers. It's at hard, but he has a bonus. No luck, though.
Mm-hmm.
Repeated the last time he did that. So, Mr. Thompson, you have several of this other expedition moving out of cover, particularly to the southern part of the camp. But you also have this huge, giant worm that assailed your sanity that seems to be coming right toward you. It's burst out of the earth. It hasn't quite started moving.
There's a larger problem, is I got to reload.
Oh, yeah, that is the biggest of all problems. So, yeah, I think with yours, what do you have, an internal magazine in that thing?
Yeah, I believe it's one where you load individual shells in.
Yeah, the default one is 2
That is internal
rounds per action, but I want to do like a skill or a dex. Like if you have a high dex or a high rifle skill, then you can do it faster. What is your rifle or dex?
Rifle is 70.
Okay.
Dex is
so
40.
You can load all 4 shells that go in there
Extreme success.
this round, but that does take your action. So now this worm comes fully out of the ground and starts, coming at you guys. Particularly you, Mr. Stanton and Thompson, up in the hills there.
It can sense danger.
And it makes...
You can sense the absence of an elephant gun.
Yeah.
There's a sound like air hissing out of, a container that was holding it that had been pierced. So like this hissing sound as it's moving closer. It moves about 50 yards this turn towards your guys' hiding spot in the rock hills there.
It does that overground?
Yeah.
It's all the way out? Okay.
Yeah. And that's where we'll close the scene on the charge of the worm. Thanks for playing, guys.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, got a little scared there for a second.
Yeah, I thought if one of those guys got a hold of you.
Yeah, right.
Ah, dang it.
Oh, yeah. Let's try this again. Where are you?
This has been a Deathwatch production. Thank you for listening.